live in a culture where we're just all about instant gratification. Take the medication and you're fixed, you're fine, but really you're only covering symptoms. Where yoga, over consistent practice, just over a small period of time, you start to see a difference in the things that you do in your life. The word yoga itself is a Sanskrit word meaning union, or to yoke, which means union of mind, body, spirits. It really builds this resilience in the mind and the body where you're able to handle a lot more. You're also able to think clearly, and you just feel good. It's really bonding that relationship between the mind and the body. The body could care less what your trauma was, what situation upset you, or who hurt your feelings. All the body cares about is surviving. And so the body doesn't speak in language, it speaks in sensation. My name is Melissa Aguirre. I'm a yoga therapist and a stress management specialist. I have my 500-hour yoga therapy certification, and I specialize working with a military demographic. I always was intrigued by yoga, and I thought it was, it was a beautiful practice, and I wanted to get into it, so I started doing it a lot more when I got into college. And I really had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. In a way, I was really living moment by moment. Big misconception in yoga is that yoga is just the physical poses, the asanas. The body is just a little limb of yoga, like the 8 limbs of yoga. You have attitudes to others, attitudes to yourself, you have meditation, you have obviously the physical practice, breathing, and getting to the spirituality, you have the union with God. One of the biggest practices from yoga is the meditation, and there's no wrong way to do it. It's so funny because people are like, oh, I don't have time to meditate, and I always joke, oh, so do you have time to feel like crap? That's where it always gets them. I had my fair share of hard times, especially in high school, and when I got to college, I was still dealing with a lot of that self-betrayal attitude. I was dealing a lot with, trying to battle those dysfunctional habits that I'd created, from dealing with grief to habits of cutting and other things that just weren't good for me. I was battling with manic depression, and I was on antidepressants. So I got into yoga, and amidst that chaos, that a lot of the issues I was having within, when I was in that 1-hour yoga practice, it all went away. And it was crazy, and at the time I didn't realize this, but I like to say that I was beginning to come home to myself. When I realized that yoga was qualified to heal in the way it healed me, I knew it was something that I could not share with people. I always say that, my yoga practice, like my personal practice, it's a love letter to myself from myself.
Now I've got you in my sights, so won't let go of you. I never got you shackled in my embrace. I'm latching onto you, never.
About you fitting the poses, but the poses fitting you. It's about you listening to your body. It's about reconnecting with that deeper essence of you. So